This is Chapter 2 on page 21, Defining a Project. Defining a new project encompasses all the steps that a project manager needs to take in Microsoft Project to ensure that the new project plan has the necessary information before the task planning process begins. By taking the time to enter the appropriate information correctly, you will lay the foundation for a sustainable project plan that is easier to build, maintain, and share over the course of your project. In this lesson, you will create the project plan that you will continue to work with throughout the remainder of the course. In this lesson, you will create a new project plan, set the project level options and project description, and assign a project calendar. So topic A on page 22 is creating a new project plan. Now that you're familiar with common project management concepts and know your way around the Microsoft Project user interface, you're ready to start managing a project. In order to take full advantage of the robust capabilities of Project, it stands to reason that you must first create a project plan in the application. In this topic, you'll do just that. So I'm going to launch my Microsoft program to bring me to my start screen, and I actually went through some of this in the first chapter. And these are your different methods for creating new projects. Defining a new project begins with creating a new project plan file. You can begin with a blank file or start with a template that is already populated with project phases and tasks for common project types. When you first open the application, Project displays your start screen, which gives you several methods for creating new files. So again, I went through a lot of these already in my first chapter. You have the block for creating a blank project. This method gives you a completely empty file into which you can add all of your project information. You can do new from existing project, the second block here. This method enables you to reuse a project file from a previous project, and maybe you just need to make a few, tweak it a little bit, make a few changes to some tasks. But again, it gives you a good starting point. Then you have the option New from Excel Workbook. This method imports project information created in Excel. When you choose this option, a wizard will open and guide you through the steps of importing the project information from Excel into Project. And then you have the option New from SharePoint Tasks, your fourth block. This method enables you to import project information from a SharePoint task list. When you choose this option, you will be prompted to enter a SharePoint URL and select a task list on the SharePoint site. SharePoint is one thing that we don't go through in our course. We don't use SharePoint at all. And then also, as I showed you in Chapter 1, you can start from a project template as well. This method enables you to create a project file that is customized for a variety of different project types. When you choose this option, a project file containing sample information will be created, and you can then modify the information for your particular project. So your project template contains details for a sample project that you can edit to make your own or simply use to help frame your own project phases. So if I did a search, for example, let's see, new business plan, you can see there's a template for that. And like I showed you earlier, you single click on it, it will show you a little screenshot example of what it will look like. Gives you a description to the right. Use this template to assess a business opportunity, define it, plan for action, and proceed with a startup plan. You would put the start date of that plan by either typing the date into this field or clicking your down arrow for your calendar grid, and then just navigate through to select the date. So maybe this project was starting August 1st, 2020. Then you would hit your create button, and you can see it launches that template. I'm going to click over to show more of my task entry table to the left over here. And you can see it has some pre-formatted tasks already set up for you, but you could go in and modify them to suit your needs for this individual project, for your company. Okay, so you can see new business. This is task number 0. And just a heads up, task 0 is actually the whole entire project. That's like the main name of it. You can see the duration of the whole project is 124 days. When it has a question mark, that's kind of like an estimate around there, because some of the tasks, if I scroll down, may have question marks as well, signifying that that is an estimate. Let's see, to there. Maybe not. None of those are estimated, but it is estimating that the whole entire project will take about 124 days. And you can see the start date for the project of what I put in was August 1st, 2020, when I first selected that template to begin. But you can always go in and change that. That's not set in stone. And with that 124-day duration, right now it's giving me a finish date of January 21st, 2021. And we'll get into setting up work days. You know, maybe you will be working weekends, maybe not. There might be some vacation days within the, within the project duration. So we take those into account as well. So right now, I believe by default, it's Monday through Friday are considered working days. Weekends are off. So this duration is not counting weekends within the start and finish dates. Okay, and then each of the tasks is located underneath. So back to templates, Microsoft Project comes preloaded with 12 templates that are geared toward a variety of different project types. Using a template can save you time because you do not have to create the project structure from scratch. However, you will still need to modify the template with the details of your particular project. If you do not see a template on the start screen that is similar to your project, you can search online for one that is. Just like I did, I searched for the new business plan. But you can see on the bottom of page 19, it is preloaded with these 12. Residential construction, market research schedule, new business plan, SOX compliance, Six Sigma, customer service, annual report preparations, merger or acquisition. But Office.com has so many different templates that you can search for. People can upload their templates so others can use them as well. So you have many, many different options there. All right, the next video will be Activity 2.1 on page 26.